video. I am wanting to make some strawberry jam. I went and picked them the other day and they are teeny tiny, but I've got 3 pails full, like taking the stems off, which has taken a long time. And now I want to make some freezer jam. I have all my ingredients ready. So yeah, the berries are all destemmed. I've got one big bowl full and this one, so I want to mash them all up. And from there, I'm going to be adding the sugar and the certo and scooping them into my jars. It's going to be a freezer jam, so it does not need to be cooked. So I'm going to get going on that. I'm going to get some of my jars and stuff like that ready, and then I'm going to blend them up. So normally what I do is I use a potato masher to mash them up. But I figured, you know what, I have this. Why not use this? I'm sure it'll work just as fine and not be quite so hard on my arms to try and mash those all up. So we will see how that is going to work. So after I have blended them, I put them through a strainer. I will show you. Okay, that works amazingly well. And all at the switch of a button. So this is the squeeze that I put this stuff through to get all the really big pieces out. And from there it is ready to be processed into the jam. So I have this really big bowl. I think I'm going to put this into. I absolutely love canning and preserving. It is such a rewarding process just to see the reward of all the stuff that grows or whatever. And I love to fill my pantry and bless other people with it, with like if it's more than what we need or whatever. So that is a lot of fun. Especially if it works this smoothly, right? Wow, what a breeze. I am definitely going to be doing this again. That just goes so fast. All right, so now that they are all mashed up, I am needing to put them through this sieve just to kind of get some of the lumps out of there, if there is any. I don't know, I guess we'll see. I'm just gonna get a ladle. A little too full. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of solids in there because it was blended so finely, which is perfect. This is how my mom always did it, minus the blender. Making homemade strawberry jam is definitely a labor of love. It is quite labor intensive, but so worth it. Once you have had homemade strawberry jam, you really will never go back to store-bought again. At least not for me and any of my siblings either. We absolutely love the homemade stuff. that's going back in there again. I usually give it a double squeeze. As you can see, it's all coming out really nicely. There is a little bit of stuff at the bottom there, but sure not as much as if I don't blend it. Put everything through the strainer now, and once I have done that, then I take the pulp that I took out throughout the process and I squeeze it through even more. And I usually end up with hardly any hard pieces of strawberries that I don't want to have in my jam. Have it, 1 spoon of waste. So now that it is all ready, I want to measure it out, and I'm going to put it into this big bowl so that I can add my sugar and my certo to it without running out of space. Certo to it without running out of space. Cups full, so that's 18, well, it was 19 cups, but I'm gonna go with 9. So that is 9 recipes. So I am literally following the recipe on the box of certo. So I am just going to be squeezing all my certo out of here. We need 1 pouch per recipe, so I need to have 9 pouches here. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that is all my certo. Next up, I need to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice for 1 recipe. So again, that is 18 tablespoons, which is 1 cup and 2 tablespoons. Of course, I had to spill. All right, so let's add in the 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And we'll clean this up. All right, so this is where my issue just comes in with the obscene amount of sugar that has to go in here. But let me tell you something. Last year, I decided I was not going to add as much sugar. And I think I did maybe half, not even half of what the recipe called for. And my jam fermented. I was so frustrated and disheartened. I had wasted the money on all the strawberries, the work, and everything else. And I was like, wow, this is absolutely ridiculous. So I am not going to be doing that again. I did add less than what it called for. Not a lot less, but definitely less than what the recipe did call for. So I am just stirring this up right now, and I'm going to be letting it sit for about 3-4 minutes, something like that, before I add the certo. I should have waited with the lemon juice too, but whatever, it'll be fine, I'm sure. All right, so here's my whopping bowl of strawberries and sugar and lemon juice. I did add another 3 recipes. I now have 12 recipes of strawberries. That was just too much sugar. It was too sweet. I didn't like it. I still have a lot more sugar than I did last year, so fear not. This should be good, I think. I'm going to be adding in my certo. I'm going to stir it up, and then I'm going to let it stand for 3 minutes while I'm going to get some more jars ready, because I'm not going to have enough containers. I'll get that ready, and then we're going to be ready to scoop it into jars. I don't know why every time I make strawberry jam, I tell myself I only need a little bit, and I always end up with a massive, massive bowl full of jam. So I will definitely be able to bless some people with jam, because this is way too much for what we're gonna need, because I do still have some in the freezer from 3 years ago, which we need to use up as well. So give this a good stir, and at that point it's going to be ready to sit while I get a few more containers ready. So I reuse a lot of jars. It's such a nice way to just reuse them instead of recycling or garbaging them. So that is the majority of my containers, especially for stuff that goes into the freezer. It doesn't really matter if they're not perfect. So at this point, I am just drying off the tops because I will be writing on the year. I always do that so that I know exactly what year I made this jam or freezer berries or whatever it is. I try to always do it anyhow. So that is what I am doing right now. I will go get a piece of masking tape and I will stick it on there. So here is my butter toast with jam, and let's give it a try. This is the jam that I made yesterday, so let's give it a try. It is so good. So this is a definite success. It is really good. It is not too sweet, and it really tastes like strawberries. So there you have it, my review on the strawberry jam. I absolutely am very happy with how it turned out. There is another recipe that we absolutely love to use the strawberry jam with, so stay tuned for that. I will be posting that one very, very soon. And I am curious to see if that is something that you would enjoy as well. So if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you know when I have a new video coming out.